Hello, everyone. I feel very privileged to be here. My name is Jonathan Weinberg. I couldn't make it physically because for the past 2 months I'm in the Gaza Strip in combat mission, tracing tracing terror and protecting the kibbutzim. I had overcalled 250 days of military of Miluim in the past year. Despite the distance and the different challenges, our struggles are much closer than it seems. Today, Jews all over the world have a shared reality. We have intrusive thoughts born from the difficult circumstances of October 7th. When my young daughter is afraid of missiles, and a friend with his child is walking on the street in Boston and seeing a swastika on the road, we both feel lonely. We both feel helplessness, and we need support. I want to share a personal story. After months in Jenin, it was about 10 months ago, months of combat in Jenin, I had it very hard to get back to life. I work as my work is building support communities around life-destructing illnesses and challenges. In the past year, we were working in the Otef with kibbutzim, but I had nightmares. I had it very hard to get back to life, but it wasn't bad enough to go seek therapy. It just didn't feel right to seek therapy. I called my friend and my partner, tech leader and psychologist Pavel. He was a good listening ear. I called Yara Yeshurun, which leads the issue of mental health challenges and guiding parents. And she helped me focus. She helped me feel safe. She asked me all kinds of questions to help me feel safe. She taught me how to breathe. And that was enough to regain control and to get back to day-to-day life. And what we understood there, we had some talks after that, we understood that people are going through hard waves, hard challenges. What they need support on the spot. They need mental support on the spot that will be there for them. So we called our initiative SOTS. It's a gaming of intrusive thoughts. It brings in the SOS element inside it. And that's the question and the challenge we're trying to answer. A few weeks later, I had to talk to Muriel. Muriel is a leading expert in startups and innovation, and she told me about the deer challenge and said, what you're describing in the mental level. Please skip to the next two slides. I was focused in what you're describing is very close to what students are feeling here. And I had some talks with family in Toronto, in Cleveland, and people say, we do feel lonely, we do feel helplessness, and we know that the research is that when someone is lonely and helpless, that's the biggest indicator for a rising of a trauma and for not being able to get back to work and to life. Now, please, next slide, please. When we're trying to think of it in terms of universities, but not only universities, also Jewish communities, maybe Jewish communities that aren't in a bit further away, we're not trying to focus on changing the way institutes work. We're not trying to shorter the line to therapy. What we're trying to do is to create a support on the spot for the Jewish student or the Jewish or for the Jew that his identity is maybe a bit more uncertain, and he needs help right there and right then. Next slide, please. What did we do? We developed a platform. It's already developed. It's developed on a wearable, but it doesn't have to be on a wearable. It could connect to any smart watch or to any phone. We created an app that's activated by blood pressure, by pulse, or by just pressing a call. I walk on the road, I see a swastika. My lectures compares between the Holocaust. It says the Holocaust is happening today and it's happening in Israel, and I'm the only Jewish student in class. And I feel intimidated. I feel alone. And then I press the button. Two things happen. The first thing is that there's a call to the circles of support, to all the people that are on the platform. Soon I'll answer how they connect to the platform. And there and they get a message that invites them to help me, to send me a message, also sometimes crafted by AI to send the right message to support me. But until they support me, the app helps me focus, helps me get the right insights, because sometimes what we need the right message at the right time that helps us focus, and we could do that today with AI and technology. So these two things help us gain the control in those 2 to 5 crucial minutes. And once we have that, and we don't feel alone, that's the entry to moving from shame and blame in my identity to being part of a stronger community. Next slide, please. What we're trying to do is really to create a kind of a revolution. We're trying to walk from the personal level, from the shame and the blame. I'm talking. You're sitting in a synagogue, and this combines also Hanukkah and Purim. That the idea of someone that's ashamed of his identity, and the only thing that we know that helps more than everything is bringing people together, regaining the pride, and then going out to the public sphere. Okay, that's the most important side of what we're trying to do, and this goes from the mental challenges that we know that happen with the loneliness and helplessness, until the combining and getting together with the community. And the AI is a very important role, because the AI that comes together with friendship, with someone that knows the right word to say and not the wrong word to say at the right time, the AI could help me be a better friend. Okay. Next slide, please. What do we want to do? Our impact plan is to integrate with 2 hubs, 2 communities, 1 community and 1 campus that do feel that they need to reconnect their community, give tools to the wide circles of the Jewish community that are in their geographic area, and launch in a very meaningful way that gives this tool to all students. Okay, once we do that, we'll be able to disseminate to wider communities, and give this tool to communities abroad that need to rebuild the pride of the pride and the support for Jewish individuals and communities. Next slide, please. Of course, the idea, none of this wouldn't have happened without the insight of understanding that what we have is probably very relevant for challenges of anti-Semitism and the feelings the Jews have. Next slide, please. And we're seeking, we are aiming for impact roadshow, for impact campaign. What we want to do is to connect with 2 communities and refacilitate the messaging and make it and design it together with students on campus, with the communities, making the right messages, and making this a tool to combine and support people in hard times on one hand, and on the other hand, building the community to be much stronger and a much safer place for Jews. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Support on the spot, and the floor is now open to questioning from the judges.
I'll go first, yeah. As part of your effort, are you trying to bring on board not only Jews who are a minority, but push forward for unity and collaboration with non-Jews?
So, the thing is that the first protocol of support it works in a specific area. Okay, if I would intersectionality might not always work in these kind of fields, so we have to create a safe space. So we want to work. If we're going to work on campus, for example, we're going to partner with grassroots organizations or organizations as Hillel that will bring us the first circle of supporters. From then on, it could grow wider and wider. But this tool could work for various needs. But the safe spot of the community, that's something that does have a center to it. So we do believe that non-Jews could be on the platform as supporters, but our first aim here does have to do with the hatred against Jews and anti-Semitism.
Did you formulate any type of go-to-market strategy for SOTS?
Yeah, we actually have today 5 different partnerships working in Israel and abroad. Most of them are in mental fields, things that have to do with addictives, things that have to do with trauma, mindfulness. Our main model of work and impact is B2B2C when we engage with the organizations or with organizations or communities. They want to create their own protocol of support by connecting between the community and the individual. I'll say another word about that. The thing is that the community organization has trust. Okay, no one knows what SOTS is. No one knows. Bringing a new idea, a new technology to the edge is very hard. But good Jewish organizations and communities have their reputation and have their audience, and once they use technology to make their community better and to make the connection, that's the way we want to work. So we see ourselves as white labels, as the creators of the language and of the way to work, and we help them connect, but we're not the boots on the ground. We don't. The community members know the community better than anyone else, and we're very, very flexible in creating the protocol of support and adjusting it to the specific need.
Thank you, SOTS, for your presentation.